Go, Chewie, go, go, go. Come on. Go. Yeah! Come on. Yeah! Good girl. Yeah, well done. What? Oh, what's it? What's it? Well done. Okay, go swim. So we are doing our second free shoot today, and yeah, pretty excited to get started. Just walking over now. I'm gonna take some white shots outside first and then wait for the client to come later. Yeah, pretty excited because I've not done it for like a Pilates studio before, but let's just see how it goes.
I just wanna be in the zone. You know, in the zone. I just wanna be in the zone.
So we've done a couple of shoots now, and I am in contact with a couple of the business owners who are interested to move things forward. I guess not in a way I would have liked in terms of like having them as retainers, but I think people grow into that, right? Later on today, I'm actually going down to shoot a home baker. So I think that experience will be quite interesting also. It's the first time I'm doing it, and actually my partner bakes, so I thought it could be an interesting experiment to do her socials for her too. You know, I think I try to approach stuff a little bit like that now. You plan as much as you can, but you go in and you do your thing, and then sometimes I kind of forget. I refer to the, what's it called, the storyboard, and then things turn out fine in the edit. So all good. We're gonna go try that later. And yeah, you guys are gonna come along. So let's go.
Ketupat cookie is the highlight of the cookie box. You know, it looks easy and all, but after really go into it, it actually takes a lot of time and a lot of effort because of the layering of different colors. And the green color is actually derived from the matcha. The white color is just the plain cookie itself. So it's a lot of layering, and you need to actually chew it for it to harden before you can do the next layering and before you can do the cutting. So the whole process is actually very long to derive the ketupat cookie, which I think it's very worth the effort because it really represents a Hari Raya, you know, Hari Raya feel, and yeah, I really love it.
First things first, if you're watching this, you're like, Jamie didn't upload on Sunday. Oh yeah. I decided to change up my posting schedule. I decided to do it on Wednesday instead because I suspect there might be more activity on Wednesday. I don't know. But again, that is the beauty of a new channel. I'm just experimenting to see how things flow, right? So yeah, I didn't upload on Sunday and I'm going to start uploading on Wednesday just to see how it is. Also, I think I just kind of wanted my weekends to be my weekends. The past few times I was editing on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I was like, so I think Wednesdays are a good time. Let's see how that goes. All in all, I would say last week was pretty productive. I did 3 shoots. One for a Pilates studio, which is really near my apartment, so that's very nice. A second one for a home baker, and a third one for Astra Daily, one of the coffee cafes that I actually did a reel for. They called me back and they were like, oh, can you take some photos for us? We'll feed you. It's like, yeah, sure. I have built a lot more for my portfolio now. I have like 4 or 5 different reels under my belt. Actually more than that, I think. Yeah, and I think it's also given me the confidence to see like I can do different sort of reels for different sort of niches also. I think one thing I found was that talking to all these different founders, just how passionate they are. I love to see that passion, and people just light up when they talk about stuff they love, and I see their eyes light up when they talk about their business and what they do to help others. And secondly, I think just learning about different things, right? Like Pilates. Well, for like Pilates, I was asking the business owner about, does Pilates help golf and stuff? And she's like, yeah, and then she started talking about why it was helpful for golf, why it was helpful for different sports. And that made me realize that she had to be very knowledgeable in a lot of different sports. So I was pretty amazed by that. And even for the home baker, the amount of effort and intentionality and how meticulous he was while doing his bakes, I was so impressed by that. And of course, I got to eat. So yeah, I just felt very like warm, like I just felt like, wow, like these people are doing great work. And I love that. I absolutely love that. And that's why I love what I do. I feel like with what I can do, I can capture that essence on video and I can help them showcase that out to people. So yeah, it really does give me meaning to what I do and I love it. I think the next step for me is to actually really start to charge people for my business now. I'm still thinking whether I should be doing free reels, but to say like, hey, this is, sorry, my alarm for my food, my meds. Eat meds. So I think something I'm thinking about is how do you balance wanting to help someone versus actually like helping your business succeed? I think ultimately it is about you wanting to help others, right? Like I definitely want to help other businesses succeed. I want to help them produce videos which will in turn help their marketing and help them make more money, right? But of course there's always the monetary side of it, which I've never been that amazing with, but I find it hard to find that balance. I want to be able to be as sincere and generous and kind in helping business owners, but also realizing that I need to pay myself. So in terms of doing the free reel for them, what is the point where I say, okay, sorry, I can't do any more free work, like whatever I do now has to be paid? Yeah, and I think that's the part I find difficult, to switch over from friendly content creator to a brand partner who will think with you strategically. I think I've managed to do that for the Pilates business downstairs, but for the cafes and stuff, I haven't gotten there yet. I'm still trying to find a way to manage that relationship. And I want to help them. I definitely do. I vibe with them. I like their philosophy and things like that. But I think it's really finding that balance. I'm just thinking how to approach that conversation. I don't want to be too pushy, but I also think I definitely need to be start charging for my work. Which is difficult because, when I shoot for cafes, they feed me. So that's a form of payment already, right? But that's what's been going through my mind this week. I'm definitely getting more into the momentum and rhythm of shooting, editing. and then also making time for these videos, which I am definitely enjoying. And yeah, I am still thinking hard about my personal brand also to see what kind of videos I want to produce. I think YouTube will continue to be something like this for me to look back on, for me to see my business grow while I'm building in public. But for Instagram also, I'm just thinking about the direction I want to go towards, like who my content could actually help, but also like doing content that I enjoy, you know? I think I can create stuff, but how can I create at a consistent level with nice colors and with a nice, compelling story to tell? While I document, sometimes I feel like my stories are like, you know? But I know that's always the doubt going inside of me, and I am gonna try to rewire my brain to have more confidence in myself to see where this brings me. And yeah, and I think that's my takeaway for the week. Yep. So that's it. I'm gonna go put this in the computer so I can edit it and upload it to YouTube. But as always, thank you so much for being here. Definitely drop this video a like and subscribe to keep up with this journey. Alright, I'll see you on the next video.